The Crown Prince is dead, and with each passing day, the fight for power in the palace has only just begun. And we knew it. There was something off about this physician from the very beginning, and it seems like he and Royal Consort Huang have some kind of side piece action going on. And it's also revealed that they might have poisoned the Crown Prince, which may have led to his death. With the future of the kingdom and the selection of a new Crown Prince hanging in the balance, the Queen begins to mobilize her people to try to stay atop everything that is happening. We have all the factions in their corners playing a game of tug-of-war with each other, and it seems like whoever slips first will deal with the greatest consequence. With all of the officials conspiring to depose the Queen, how will she navigate these dangerous waters?
The death of the Crown Prince still looms over the entire court as the Queen Dowager and Chief State Counselor look for ways to depose the Queen. And damn it, they end up finding out that the Queen allowed outside medicine to be used on the Crown Prince. And that piece of information comes from our first traitor of the show, Consorte, the mother of Prince Bogum. She ends up using that information to try to snake her way into position for her son to become the next Crown Prince. You get an awesome showdown between the Queen and the Chief State Counselor, as well as the Queen and the Queen Dowager towards the end of the episode, with the Queen Dowager also finding out about the Queen's meetings with the deposed Queen Yu. Looks like the power balance is shifting from one side to the next. How will our Queen get through all of this? And who is this court lady with burn marks on her hand? And what is this nursemaid doing to the Crown Prince's son with all of those little hot marks on his leg? What's up, Sonny Van? Welcome back to another video. We're talking about Under the Queen's Umbrella up to episode 6. And this series, you know, most of these dramas, I expect a little give and take, but this series keeps on taking and taking and taking.
Yeah, it's just so crazy how one thing leads to the next. Each situation seems to just get worse and worse for the Queen, and like, it just seems like the bad guys are just like winning all over the place. But, you know, we have like, what, 10 more episodes to go, and so
this is true.
I'm sure like things will turn around.
And the Queen, it seems like every time that she has like a momentary victory, right, the Crown Prince recovers, he starts coughing up blood again.
Yeah.
She gets over this punishment, being confined to her quarters, and then she finally gets her authority restored by the king. And then now this new information about the outside medicine and all of the court officials trying to depose her and trying to enact this tekyon to select the new Crown Prince. Is just like all the time she has momentary victories, and then the series takes away everything that she's built.
Which makes me wonder who is going to be on her side other than the king himself, right? Because it seems like there's like a connection between, well, of course, this king and queen, but like it seems like no one is on the king's side, no one is on the queen's side, everyone is against them. And so like, yeah, like we said, there's 10 more episodes. There's got to be some like other court officials that we haven't seen yet be on her side or on the king's side yet, and it's all bad guys winning right now. But what the hell is going on between the physician and that royal consort? He was like feeling her pulse, I guess. He was getting some touches going. Yeah.
I think that, you know, when they mentioned that the fact that, you know, only the royal physicians can lay hands on royalty.
Yeah.
That means like, you know, touching so much as the wrist on Consort Huang's body is enough to get things going, you know.
Yeah,
and
enough
I think
to poison the Crown Prince.
Yeah.
And you know, that showdown between the Queen and the Queen Dowager was so intense. Like I said, like it just seems like the Queen Dowager, like, you know, karma is gonna eventually gonna bite her in the butt, but like that'll take some episodes to get through. But like she just seems so powerful at this point, and I don't know what the Queen is going to do to move forward from this.
I think a lot of the Dowager's power comes from what happened previously with the deposed Queen Yu. You know, a lot of court officials conspired with her to make the current king take the throne. And so there's a lot of like, you know, paper trails. There's a lot of like implications for what they did with the previous deposed queen. And the Dowager has all of the cards. So they have to kind of like sit there and maintain loyalty to the Dowager. Otherwise, she's going to reveal all of what the court officials did with all of this usurpation of the throne with this current king.
Well, that leads to me like having a little bit of a prediction, because the court lady with the burnt hand had to be involved in that scenario in the past, because there was a fire, all the physicians somehow like disappeared or like are dead at this point, because, you know, that was a big conspiracy back then. And so, but she's still hanging around. So I feel like somehow, some way, the Queen is gonna find that out. She's gonna question her, find out about a little bit of evidence here and there, and then go back to the Queen Dowager, as we saw in the previews and the trailer. But like, I think that's what's gonna happen in the next couple of episodes.
I think for me, the most important takeaway is that the Crown Prince's son is being abused by the nursemaid, because I don't know, like the nursemaid has this little secret game with the son, and I think that this all goes back to the Dowager. She's the big bad.
Okay,
the Dowager has something in place to make sure that the Crown
she's got-
Prince's son also does not have the chance to become the Crown Prince.
Let me know the truth. Like when you first saw that sketch, I thought it was way worse
Yes,
than that. Like I thought that
yes.
drawing was like, what is happening here?
I
This
thought it
seems
was-
very bad.
Yeah.
But I think it all ended up being poisoning of that family as well, because she just realized after she fed him the piece of meat that the spoon turned color and reacted to some kind of poison. So at the end of the episode, it was like, oh my god, what are these marks on your leg? And like just slowly poisoning his son, the Crown Prince's son. And it feels like just the Queen Dowager just has power everywhere and they're not safe.
When we naturally gravitate towards rooting for the Queen,
Yeah.
it's because everyone's against her, seemingly. When we had that, picnic with all the consorts, and Consort Tay came in, she's like, hi, I'm sorry I'm late. It's like, oh, she's on the Queen's side. But then she ends up, like, betraying the Queen to make sure Bogum
that was terrible.
has a higher chance in the Taekyon. Now it seems like nobody except for Song Nom is, like, on her side and, like, possibly the only chance to make things right.
And maybe also the connection between him going outside of the palace and meeting with that physician in that village. Maybe that physician who has a scar on his face, I don't know. Maybe he's connected to the past too, where the fire and the murder of the previous Crown
Perhaps.
Prince and the deposition of the previous Queen as well. All of those things are probably going to connect in the next couple of episodes.
In some scenes, it makes you think that there's going to be like a conflict resolution,
Right.
or at least something that's going to aid the Queen in some way, shape, or form, but that's not how they end the episode, right?
know.
So the middle of the episode is the Queen getting one over the court officials, and then the end is when, like, they get one back, and that's where the cliffhanger starts. So we're always on the edge of our seats as to how the Queen is going to combat all of this stuff, all of this, like, perfect storm of things that's
Yeah.
working towards her.
At the end of the day, the Queen is standing by herself, to be honest, and she's against all of these sugary snacks and teacups.
Shout out to Court Lady Shin, always loyal to the Queen no matter
Yes.
what. But that'll do it for this video on episode 6 of Under the Queen's Umbrella. Let us know what you guys think is going to happen in the next couple of episodes in the comment section below. But don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more Asian entertainment and K-pop reactions, hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. But as always, this is what we're watching this Sunday. We'll see you guys in the next one.